What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Live channel, where I read you those cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. So, how you doing today? It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, or actually, it's not Thursday anymore. I heard someone say, what do they call Thursdays now? It is something bad. It's like be nasty. Well, whatever. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. And yeah, as the title said, is this going to be the start of an XRP ETF? Because yeah, Grayscale just launched an XRP trust, so I don't know. It could just be the start of it. Grayscale did have a Bitcoin trust way before we had the Bitcoin ETF, so yeah, we just gotta wait and see if it does even lead to anything. But that is our first article we have for you. Second one is about the SEC claiming that Ethereum isn't a security anymore. And then I have a bunch of filler news articles for you because I guess those were just the two top news articles. But yeah, let's just dive right on in and learn about this new Grayscale XRP trust. So here we go. So yes, Grayscale and its XRP trust could potentially pave the way for an XRP ETF, subject to approval by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. So yep, we just gotta wait and see. But Grayscale Investments is a major cryptocurrency investment firm that is debuting a new crypto trust linked to the XRP cryptocurrency. Grayscale officially announced on September 12th the creation and public launch of Grayscale's XRP trust, which enables investors to gain exposure to XRP. Here is that tweet on X from him. We are proud to announce the creation of this new single asset crypto investment fund, Grayscale XRP Trust, which will be available through private placements and available to eligible accredited investors. Read the press release down below on Global Newswire. Now, the firm noted that Grayscale's XRP Trust is immediately open for daily subscriptions by eligible individuals and institutional accredited investors. It functions like Grayscale's other single asset investment trust and is solely invested in the token underpinning the XRP ledger. Now, how a crypto trust is different from a crypto ETF? Well, that is this. According to a report by Fox Business, the launch of the Grayscale XRP Trust could potentially pave the way for an XRP exchange-traded fund, which is a different product. An ETF must be approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission since it is marked directly to retail investors, while trust structures and sales pitch to so-called accredited investors and gets a lighter regulatory touch, said Fox Business Eleanor Terrett in a report. Now, the report also mentioned that Grayscale has published an intended four-phase product lifecycle for the XRP Trust, which potentially implies that the possibility of an XRP ETF is in the future. Now, each product is intended to follow a four-stage life cycle, with the ultimate goal of uplisting the product to an ETF. Grayscale said on a dedicated facts page that as a product progresses through this intended life cycle, there is a correlated increase in investors' access and transparency, the firm noted. Now, XRP has an important real-world use case, says Grayscale. In an announcement, Grayscale's head of products and research, Rayana Sharif Asghari, pointed out that the Grayscale XRP Trust gives investors exposure to a protocol with an important real-world use case, he added. By facilitating cross-border payments that take just seconds to complete, XRP has the potential to transform the legacy financial infrastructure. Now, the XRP Ledger is a decentralized public blockchain led by a global community of businesses and developers, and the XRPL is designed to provide a number of use cases such as cross-border payment solutions, tokenization, and decentralized finance. Now, Grayscale Investments is one of the world's biggest Bitcoin investment firms, holding 222,300 Bitcoin in its spot Bitcoin ETF. This Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC, since debuting its GBTC in January, and with the other 10 issuers, Grayscale has emerged as one of the biggest sellers of Bitcoin. It has consistently offloaded billions in Bitcoin from the ETF after launching the two spot Ether ETFs in July. Now, Grayscale has also posted a multi-billion outflows from this new product. So what do you guys think? Are we going to get an ETF from this? Will this four-stage plan really work? Well, we just got to wait and find out, but that is the Grayscale Trust news with an XRP ledger. So that was our first news article I got for you. It's going to be very popular. You're probably going to hear it a lot tomorrow because I usually get these out before everybody else does. But so let's go on to our next article, which is Ethereum's no longer a security in the SEC's eyes. Now, I covered this article like 5 months ago when they were trying to go after Ethereum with eToro, and there was some lawsuit going on there. But it looks like they're settling and now declaring that Ethereum isn't a security anymore. So let's go through this article to learn a little bit more about it. So yes, the SEC signals that Ethereum is not a security. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission has indicated that it views Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, as a non-security in its settlement with the cryptocurrency trading platform eToro. Now, as part of its settlement deal with the agency, eToro has agreed to halt trading activity in virtually all current cryptocurrency assets out there, apart from Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Now, the eToro trading platform has agreed to shell a relatively measly $1.5 million. Really, that's about it. Again, like if this was a common person like situation, they'd be fined up the wazoodles. But when it comes to banks and big businesses out there, they just get a little slap on the wrist. That's it. But yeah, okay, so they're just going to pay that and move on. But it was accused of violating Sections 15A of the Exchange Act by acting as a broker and acting as a clearing agency. The SEC also alleged that eToro acted as a custodian and security depository. However, the SEC did not bring or settle charges with eToro. Now, last July, the Israeli investment platform moved to ditch Dash, Algorand, and other cryptocurrencies after they were named as securities by the agency. In August of 2023, eToro was sued by the Australian markets regulator over its leveraged derivative contract that made it possible to speculate on crypto. Now, the lack of clarity, well, legal expert Drew Hinks has explained that private settlement orders are not precedential, which means that Ethereum's security status still remains unclear, and the SEC Chair Gary Gensler has repeatedly refused to comment on Ethereum's security status. But as reported by you Today, the SEC boss hinted that Ethereum token could be an unregistered security in his interview with New York Magazine, and in June, the SEC dropped its investigation into Ethereum 2.0 and a big win for cryptocurrencies. So, okay, so I guess it still hasn't been determined if it's not declared a security yet, but the eToro guys have settled with this case because of that situation. But yeah, so that was that for you. Yeah. Again, these are probably the two biggest articles I have for you. The rest I have coming up right now are just fillers. So what else do I have next up in store for you? Let's see. Oh yeah, so Circle is reportedly moving its headquarters to New York ahead of its IPO. So that's right, moving to New York, one of the least favorable places for cryptocurrency people out there. But Circle is a centralized stable coin, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, so let's go through this article to learn about this move. So here we go. Stablecoin operator Circle edged closer to going public with plans to re-domicile its business on U.S. soil. Crypto payment giant and issuer Circle will reportedly announce its new global headquarters in New York on September 13th as the firm progresses toward an initial public offering. After moving from Ireland with operations in Boston as well, Circle's new home will be the famous one of the World Trade Center. Now, other crypto-savvy companies like Reddit also hold offices in the city's tallest building. New York City Mayor and crypto supporter Eric Adams is expected to attend the opening ceremony, and Adams has publicly supported cryptocurrencies, even accepting his first 3 salaries as a New York mayor in Bitcoin. I remember actually covering that when that happened, but I wonder if he still wanted to do it, or if that was it, just 3 salaries, and that's it, done. If he was smart, he probably would have kept adding to it, especially now at these prices. But a request from comment was sent to Circle by Crypto.news and was unanswered at the time of this publication. But Circle's IPO is closer than ever right now, so its initial public offering. Moving to New York, the city could solidify Circle's IPO plans and smooth the roadmap for going public. The firm's previous attempt via a SPAC agreement with Concord Acquisitions failed in 2022. Now, at the time, Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire said a delayed response from Securities and Exchange Commission was partly behind the mutual termination. Now, 2 layers later, USDC's manager is eyeing US-based operations, and the digital currency operator already secured the first stablecoin license in Europe under the Blocks Market and Crypto Assets Regulation, also known as the MICA. Now, a successful IPO and U.S. stock exchange listing would crown Circle as the first stablecoin company to go public, and USDC ranks second in the dollar peg stablecoin market with $34 billion market cap. but only Tether holds a larger market cap with shares of 118 billion valuation and circulating supply. So Circle will definitely have to at least 3x their position to just get on par with Tether, but Tether is still the more favorable stablecoin out there. But that's Circle news for you. Moving their headquarters to New York. I really got no other say on this. Again, like I said, these are just some filler news articles because it's still slow right now in September. It's like XRP news and the eToro Ethereum security debate debacle. It's like those are the most interesting things we got. So hopefully it gets a little bit more interesting as the year progresses. But let's move on to our next article, which is Indonesia's largest centralized exchange suffers $18 million exploit. So, kind of a micro exploit, but let's see what happened. So the Indonesian crypto exchange IndoDax suffers the $18 million breach, taking web and mobile apps offline temporarily. IndoDax, Indonesia's largest centralized cryptocurrency exchange, has reportedly suffered an exploit resulting in a total loss of $18.2 million. Following the incident, the team acknowledged the security breach and temporarily suspended operations for maintenance, reassuring users that their funds remain safe. Now, the $18.2 million exploit on September 11th, Cyber's alerts took to X to notify the exchange of suspicious transactions. They were like, our system has detected multiple suspicious transactions involving wallets on different networks, the company stated. And here is that tweet alert. Hey, Index, wanted to keep your company off the alert radar, but here's how secure it is. Now, the report also noted that the address already held $14.4 million and was actively swapping tokens to Ether. Now, PeckShield also reported a significant outflow from IndoDax. According to its observations, approximately $15.7 million worth of cryptocurrency had been siphoned from the exchange. Now, monitoring the resources detailed that around 5,204 Ethereum tokens was parked at an address on Ethereum, along with about 6.8 million Pol and Polygon, and approximately 380 ETH on Optimism. Now, Cyber's alerts provided more insights, noting that over 150 transactions had been detected, resulting in the total loss of $18.2 million. Now, they also urged IndoDax to take immediate action to mitigate the damage. Now, IndoDax assures users of the funds are safe. So are they? Let's see. Now, in response to these reports, the Indonesian exchange acknowledged the potential security issues in a post on X, announcing that it was conducting comprehensive maintenance to ensure the integrity of its platform. They were like, currently we're conducting a complete maintenance just to ensure the entire system is operating properly. And during this maintenance process, the IndoDax web platform and application are temporarily inaccessible, the team stated in a translated post. Now, I would always hate if that happened to me. It's like, I can't gain access to my funds. What's going on? Are they safe? It's like, what if I needed to make a trade or sell at that exact moment, which usually does happen when this type of stuff happens. But yeah, so that's why I don't keep my money on exchanges. Hold on my own self-custodial wallet. I know it's safe and good there. And if an exchange is down, at least I can move it to another one if I needed to make that sell. But yeah, so this is always scary when stuff like this happens. But despite the ongoing breach, the company reassured its users, stating, "But don't worry, we can assure you that your balance remains 100% safe, both in crypto and rupiah." Now, the team also thanked users for their patience and trust, stressing that the maintenance was essential to ensure the security and smoothness of their transactions. Additionally, the exchange promised to provide further updates once the investigation is concluded. Now, IndoDax, previously known as Bitcoin Indonesia, was established in 2014 by Oscar Darmawan and William Sutanto, initially focused on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The platform expanded its offering, leading to a rebrand in March of 2018 as IndoDax, short for Indonesia Digital Asset Exchange. Now, since its launch, it has grown into the country's largest cryptocurrency exchange with millions of users, and it currently supports trading for more than 160 cryptocurrencies out there and holds a strong presence in the Southeast Asian market. According to CoinGecko data, it has 24-hour trading volume of $11.43 million with a trust score of 8 out of 10. So, a nice little secure one out there. And CoinGecko, love it. Such a great place of getting some resource and researches data out there on exchanges, crypto tokens, whatnot. Like, it's either that or it's CoinMarketCap, but I definitely favor CoinGecko a little bit more. But yeah, so that is the Indodax had an exploit and only 18.2 million was taken. And again, it's still one of the more favorable ones out there. Has a nice little security score. And again, it's just on hold right now until they can just be guaranteed that their network is just smooth and running. So just hold tight. And again, don't keep your cryptos on exchanges. Get in your own self-custody wallet so that way you don't have to wait to get your coins if you do need it. So that was that one. Now let's move on. Looks like Robinhood is well positioned for investors because they are increasingly preferring crypto, says Bernstein. So, yes, that is our next article for you. They're like the way to younger investors prefer to invest will determine what the financial platform of the future look like, says an analysis. So, if the younger generation still likes buying Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies over the other stocks, they're going to change their app to be more favorable to that. So let's go through this article. A new Bernstein report highlights how U.S. brokerage Robinhood will benefit from a growing generational shift in financial preferences, with younger investors increasingly turning to crypto and blockchain-based solutions, while older generation remains skeptical. Younger investors prefer new tech isn't exactly shocking, but it's how impacted how Bernstein rates some of the publicly traded financial and tech companies it tracks. On Thursday, the firm shared that the FINRA data shows 48% of crypto owners are under the age of 34, and that 55% of Gen Z traders in the US prefer investing in crypto. Kind of accurate details. 34, yo. Now, the report specifically highlighted Robinhood, which trades on the NASDAQ under the HOOD ticker, as being well positioned to capitalize on this trend. Now, that's because approximately 65% of Robinhood's assets under the custody come from customers aged 43 and under. Now, Bernstein analysts wrote that earlier this year, the company acquired crypto exchange Bitstamp, and the acquisition will allow it to offer more crypto financial services to its users, such as staking, lending, derivatives, and more, plus token listing. So that was one way to get through it. Now, the FINRA research indicates that younger generations find the current banking system expensive, slow, and outdated. Instead, they are drawn to decentralized finance and blockchain technology, which is definitely a lot faster and definitely gets you a little bit more interest than what a bank can offer you in just a savings account, which I do not have. I haven't had one in a while. I think there's really only like $10 in there, and my checking account only enough to cover the bills. But I hold most of my value in assets out there, and that's how I live. It's the crypto lifestyle, plus some other stuff. But Gen Z likes their finances on chain and not online. The analysts write, while banks push their digital banking platforms, Gen Z finds those apps clunky and opaque. This preference is reflecting in the growing use of stablecoins, with approximately 27 million wallets actively using them for payments every month. Now, the report notes that close to $160 billion in U.S. stablecoins are living on the blockchain, with 2.9 trillion settled quarterly. Now, these stablecoins offer significant advantages in cross-border payments, Bernstein noted, with users able to transfer $1,000 cross-border for less than a penny. Because, yeah, if you try to send that through the bank, what is that, an extra $50 charge right there? But hey, you use blockchain technology, 1 penny. So which would you rather prefer? Plus, it's also faster. You don't have to go through a bunch of questions like, hey, what's your address? There we go. Copy, paste, send, done. So it's definitely a lot better than the traditional system. But the study also highlights that growing importance of decentralized finance applications. Monthly unique DeFi users stand at a 6-month average of 7.7 million. And their evidence, lots of traders prefer to do their lending and borrowing on blockchain apps. The outstanding debt on decentralized lending platform Aave stood at $6 billion as of August 2024. Now, the report further states that this generational divide in financial behavior is likely to shape the future of banking and investment platforms like Robinhood. As millennials and Gen Zers start to become a material part of a household wealth, the way they manage finances would determine what the financial platform of the future does look like, it notes. Now, the research also touches on political implications of the shift, a topic that has been near and dear to Bernstein at the U.S. presidential election approaches. Gen Z seems to prefer politicians who support crypto with positive regulations, and the analysis wrote it should not be surprised when you see Trump making an appearance at the Bitcoin conference and saying that all the right things to appeal to the crypto community. And yeah, because we kind of saw that, but we're still waiting on the debates to talk about crypto. They didn't do it the last one a couple of days ago, which kind of hindered the price of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's doing pretty well right now. But yeah, I definitely see the younger generation being a little bit more favorable for it. There's not a lot of them still. It's still a slim percentage as you go into the real world for who wants to still talk about crypto or understands it. It's still very slim to few, but the ones who get it are definitely benefiting from it. So that is how Robinhood will position itself in the future, as if investors like crypto more, they're going to shape their platform more to that direction. Now that was that one, and now lastly, they used my favorite word for this scam, but it looks like federal agencies team up to fight a surge in pig butchering crypto scams. That's right, pig butchering, so brutal, so hard. So this is definitely going to all you older gentlemen out there because you're usually the targets of it. If you're talking to a young, beautiful lady on the website you've never met before, they're getting into this crypto platform because they're going, oh, they understand like crypto and how to invest, like that last article just said. They're a scammer. Don't give them any money. I'm talking to you if you're listening right here. Like, that lady is not real. You're just giving your money away. Don't do it. If you want to give money away, give it to me. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do that. I don't need it. But no, just I got to be direct with you because there's so many people falling for these scams out there, and it's heartbreaking when they come back and go, oh man, that was a scam. It's like, I should have listened to you. And yes, you should have. But yes, let's go through this article to see how they are combating it. So the CFTC collaborates with the SEC, FINRA, and others to fight crypto scams exploiting online relationships and draining billions of dollars. And here we got that piggy right there, because it's just so demeaning, pig butchering. Oh. But the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, has joined forces with federal and private organizations to combat the surge in crypto scams known as pig butchering, according to the September 11th press release. Now, if you want a more nicer name for it, it's romance scams. We all heard of that, but pig butchering just totally gets the point across. But according to the agency, these scams had led to billions in losses due to the lack of awareness and understanding. The regulators' campaign aims to prevent fraud before it occurs by arming consumers with the information they need to recognize the warning signs and avoid falling prey to these schemes. So basically, it's just raising awareness, which I do all the time. So yeah, raising awareness. Under the partnership of the CFTC's Office of Customer Outreach and Education, the OCEO will collaborate with groups like the American Bankers Association Foundation, the SEC, and the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, to raise awareness about these scams via educational material. Now, the initiative includes an infographic that explains the stages of the scam, from how victims are targeted to how the fraud progresses. It also highlights warning signs and offers advice for those who may have been affected. Additionally, the OCEO and its partners releases an investors alert to describe how scammers gain trust and manipulate victims through unsolicited messages. The alert encourages consumers to avoid engaging in suspicious communications and to report such messaging to authorities. The CFTC's campaign includes collaboration with several other federal agencies, including the FBI and the Internal Revenue Service Criminal Investigation Unit, and the Department of Homeland Security. Together, these groups aim to provide the public with tools and knowledge to prevent. Now, I don't really think that's going to help, but it's like, you can tell them all you want. I've been doing this for so long, just always reporting on a romance scam, pig butchering scam, any scam you got. It's like, it gets out there, but these people just don't want to believe it. It's like, it's sad because they are lonely people, and like, they're just engaging it. They don't understand like the fake people, AI they're probably talking to, as well as probably not even a real person nowadays. Like back in the day, it was some Indian dude behind a computer. Now it's probably just an AI generated computer that some Indian guy did create to make his job easier. But no, it's usually because people are lonely, they don't want to talk to and everything. If you're lonely, come to the crypto club. I'm down to hang out with you. Come on. But no, so I'm not sure how being more aware can help prevent it. Maybe it's got to go deeper to the source on actually like who can create accounts at all. But I think this also goes over like just real accounts are being bought by scammers to use for these scams. But yeah, there has been a rise in pig butchering scams lately. The latest chain analysis of 2024 Crypto Crime Report revealed that pig butchering scams have become the most profitable type of crypto scam this year, with victims having lost billions of dollars. Now, these scams, in which fraudsters gradually build trust with their victims through online relationships, often via text or dating apps, have evolved rapidly. Scammers convince victims to invest in fake crypto projects only to vanish with their funds later. The report noted that 43% of the scam inflows in 2024 went to wallets that became active in the same year, reflecting a surge in new scams. And these operations are becoming more efficient, with the average lifespan of a scam dropping significantly from 271 days in 2020 to just 42 days in 2024. So these scams are getting more sophisticated and faster. It doesn't take them so long to build the trust of these people. It really only takes 42 days for them to build their trust, get them to put their money in, and then take off with all their funds. So, I wonder if it's going to get even faster as time progresses. But scammers are also employing shorter term, more targeted campaigns, making it harder for law enforcement to track and disrupt. So that's why they're trying to speed it up. It's because it just makes it harder for the law enforcement to find them out there. But additionally, illicit marketplaces are fueling these scams by selling seasoned social media profiles, which scammers purchase and then use to appear legitimate. These types of markets have seen over $10 million in crypto flows over the past 2 years. So yeah, like I said, people are just buying up profiles out there so that way they can use them to seem legitimate, prove themselves a little bit more, and just convinces the not the scammer, the victim. It convinces the victim that it is a real person, and they may think like they're outplaying them or whatnot, but no. So be safe out there, gentlemen. I'm saying gentlemen because it's most likely happening to you rather than the women out there. But yeah, do not be like this little piggy right here and fall for it. Please, 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 please don't do that. So yeah, so that is the pig butchering awareness scam out there, and yeah, hopefully it gets help prevented. Maybe even banks are gonna start talking about the employees and everything. Just get the word out there. But that is all the news I got for you today. Let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. What's it like going on? How are people feeling? What are their emotions like? Well, let's let this load up. Once it gets there, we are at a 37. So we are slowly inching our way back up on the Fear and Greed Index. People are getting just a little bit more greedy, a little bit more comfortable, and usually reflects how the price of Bitcoin usually is. We're going up again, 58,200. Or is this finally the slow breakout we need before the October month hits, or do you think we're going to have another dip? Some people out there think like we still may hit like $40,000, like something may happen. But again, nobody knows. Like we could have a dip. We may just slowly start increasing our way back to those new all-time highs because the time is coming, guys. And like Bitcoin's very illiquid. I think I was on our investor this morning saying like it's 74% of the Bitcoin has not moved at all. So literally 3 out of 4 Bitcoin isn't moving, and that one out of that 4 Bitcoin that is, it's just being moved back and forth, and people are hodling it. So eventually it's not going to be there anymore. So yeah, if there's one coin I do push, it will be Bitcoin. All the others, I'll help out with research because I do love Theta. Divi, I still like it. It's just a waiting game on that one. I love Litecoin. That's also a waiting game too. So just yeah. But that is the news. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, so Friday, super excited for that. Got poker here, going to have a couple drinks, I don't know. But it's going to be a fun day. So hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Actually, no, you don't do live streams tomorrow. So I will see you again on Saturday for a live stream around probably the same time. So have a fantastic day, and the Sherpa is out.